Over the past few years, Rangers have carved out a serious reputation for being one of the most dangerous underdogs in European football. They are no longer the team people expect to bow out quietly. No, this is a side that has regularly punched above its weight in the UEFA Europa League, taking down giants, shocking favorites, and reminding everyone that you never ever rule out the boys from Ibrox. This season has followed the same thrilling script, and fans have been rightfully dreaming of yet another deep run in Europe. Their latest triumph, knocking out none other than Turkish powerhouse Fenerbahce, a side not just known for its strong squad, but also for being led by none other than the legendary Jose Mourinho. That result alone sent shockwaves across the continent. Mourinho's teams are built for knockout football. They're structured, mentally strong, and almost always find a way to grind out results. But Rangers didn't just stand toe-to-toe. They got the job done. Ibrox was rocking, and there was this sense of belief that maybe, just maybe, another magical European story was in the making. But just when everything was lining up perfectly, for a huge quarterfinal clash against athletic Bilbao Rangers were hit with a massive blow. One that could have real consequences, not just on the pitch, but in the stands as well. UEFA have come down with a suspended partial stadium closure, which means that should any further incidents occur within the next 2 years, a section of the Copland stand at Ibrox will be shut for a European match. The punishment follows a display during the Fenerbahce tie, which included a banner that UEFA deemed racist and discriminatory. The message read, "Keep woke foreign ideologies out. Defend Europe." Now, before we get deeper into the implications of this, let's acknowledge something straight away. This club, like every big club, is bigger than the actions of a small group. The overwhelming majority of Rangers fans are passionate, proud, and support the team in a way that's both loud and respectful. But when a minority makes headlines for the wrong reasons, it's the entire club and its reputation that suffers. The Rangers were quick to condemn the banner, and rightfully so. The club confirmed that it's in the process of issuing lifetime bans to those responsible for the offensive message. They're not sweeping this under the rug, they're acting. This isn't just about bad press. This is about jeopardizing the very heart of what European nights at Ibrox are all about. The roar from the stands, the passion, the belief, that intimidating atmosphere that has become a weapon in Rangers' European journey. Imagine being forced to play a crucial knockout match without a full crowd, without that noise, without that electricity. That's what's at stake. UEFA's ruling means the club is now on a 2-year probation. If any further racist or discriminatory behavior happens during that time, the partial closure becomes a reality. And that's not the only sanction Rangers have received. UEFA have also fined the club for a number of issues during the Fenerbahce match, including improper conduct by the team blocking of public passageways and objects being thrown from the stands. It's a hard pill to swallow, especially considering how much progress the club has made both on and off the pitch in recent years. These kinds of setbacks aren't just embarrassing, they're damaging, financially, reputationally, and competitively. The message from the club was clear and firm. In their official statement, Rangers didn't sugarcoat anything. They acknowledged the sanctions, condemned the behavior, and emphasized the risk of future punishments if the same mistakes are repeated. The statement also made a passionate plea to the fan base, a reminder that the support is the club's greatest strength, but only when it's channeled the right way. They urged fans to back the team with pride, but also to challenge those who act in a way that brings the badge into disrepute. That includes offensive banners, illicit chants, and pyrotechnics, all of which could lead to further restrictions and penalties. And speaking of pyrotechnics, there was another consequence stemming from their use during the Old Firm clash at Parkhead. The club confirmed that groups responsible for lighting pyros will be directly affected by a 500 ticket reduction the next time Rangers reach the later stages of the Premier Sports Cup at Hampden. On top of that, any future use of pyros in SPFL matches could result in an even harsher penalty, a further reduction of up to 800 tickets. Let's be honest here, the vast majority of Rangers fans will be absolutely furious with the minority that's brought all this on. and they have every right to be. The team has been fighting on all fronts, doing their part on the pitch, and now they're being forced to deal with unnecessary distractions that could seriously hurt their chances, not just in Europe, but across all competitions. This isn't just about one banner or one match. This is about protecting the legacy and future of Rangers Football Club. While all of this is going on, there's another major development unfolding behind the scenes that could change the face of Rangers and Scottish football forever. The proposed takeover involving the 49ers enterprises has got a lot of people talking. According to Les Allen, the Edinburgh-based investment banker who helped facilitate the discussions, this potential deal could be truly groundbreaking. He played a key role in connecting Andrew Kavanagh and Parag Marath with Rangers shareholders, and now the pieces are being put in place for what could be a monumental shift in ownership and strategy at Ibrox. Allen explained that the partnership with the 49ers adds a new level of credibility and global exposure to Rangers. Remember, this is not just any NFL team. We're talking about the San Francisco 49ers, one of the most successful and valuable franchises in American sports, reportedly worth up to $9 billion. That kind of financial and commercial backing could take Rangers to heights not seen since the glory days. What's particularly exciting is that this isn't just a one-off investment. According to Allen, the presence of the 49-day stade, les 49ers could be a catalyst for even more American interest in Scottish football. Much like what's happened in the English Premier League, where US ownership has become increasingly common, Scotland could be next in line to see that same kind of influx. And if Rangers are leading that charge, it puts them in a position of real strength. Not just financially, but also in terms of influence and visibility on the world stage. Now, look, nobody's saying this is going to be an overnight transformation. Deals like this take time, and there are always complexities behind the scenes. But the signs are promising, and for a club like Rangers, with its rich history, massive fan base, and hunger to compete at the highest levels, this could be the beginning of a new era. One that brings not just stability, but ambition. Not just investment, but vision. But for now, the immediate concern has to be the upcoming first leg against Athletic Bilbao. The Spanish side are no pushovers. They're compact, tactically disciplined, and incredibly dangerous on the counter. And with Rangers now dealing with all this off-the-pitch noise focus becomes absolutely crucial. These are the moments when unity is tested, not just among the players and the staff, but in the stands too. Everyone needs to be pulling in the same direction. Distractions like sanctions, banners, and ticket restrictions can't be allowed to derail what could be another special European campaign. The timing of the UEFA punishment couldn't have been worse. Right before a massive quarterfinal tie, the entire club is now in a position where one wrong move, one chant, one banner, one pyro could result in playing a European night in front of a partially empty Ibrox. And we all know what that would mean. That atmosphere, that raw energy, that wall of sound that makes life hell for visiting teams would be compromised. The players feed off it, opponents fear it. You take that away, and it's not just symbolic, it's tactical. It matters a lot. What's more frustrating is that it didn't have to come to this. Rangers have been making strides in all areas. On the pitch, they've found consistency. Off the pitch, the club has been working hard to modernize and grow both commercially and operationally. The last thing anyone needed was a step backward caused by a reckless few. And yet here we are dealing with the aftermath of poor decisions that could cost the club dearly. Rangers have made it clear that they're not just condemning the behavior, they're taking real action. Lifetime bans are being handed out to individuals directly involved in the discriminatory banner. That's not just a statement, that's a message. A message that this club will not allow its name to be dragged through the mud by those who don't represent what Rangers stands for. This is a club built on tradition, on pride, on unity, and there's no place in that for hate or ignorance. There's also the financial hit to consider. European success brings in serious revenue. Every round means more money, more exposure, more prestige. Anything that risks losing, that whether it's fines or attendance restrictions, is a blow to the wider strategy of the club. It impacts what can be spent on players, on infrastructure, on development. It affects the bigger picture. Rangers are no longer just trying to survive in Europe. They're trying to compete, to win, to be a real force. That goal becomes harder to reach when internal issues are getting in the way. Supporters have a role to play now more than ever. It's not just about singing the songs and waving the scarves. It's about setting the standard, challenging the people around you when they cross the line. Protecting the image of the club we all love. Because the reality is it only takes one moment to undo years of progress. And it's the innocent majority, the diehards who travel, who chant, who back the team no matter what, that end up paying the price. They miss out on the magic of European nights because of the selfish actions of a few. And while the club deals with UEFA's punishment, there's still hope that the players can stay focused on the task ahead. Athletic Bilbao won't be intimidated easily. They've got experience, quality, and a style of play that can frustrate teams. But Rangers have been here before. They've dealt with pressure. They've handled adversity. And with the right mentality, they can absolutely get a result. The question is, can they do it without being distracted? Can they block out the noise and focus on the football? In some ways, this might even galvanize the squad. Us against the world. That mentality, the siege spirit that Rangers have leaned on so many times in the past. There's nothing like Ibrox on a European night when the chips are down and the team needs lifting. And if ever there was a time for that full throttle, all or nothing energy, it's now. Every player wearing that shirt knows what's at stake. Not just for the club, but for the fans, for the city, for the history. Let's not forget this isn't just a quarterfinal. It's a chance to reach the final stages of a competition that Rangers have been dreaming about lifting for years. The run to the final in Seville still lives fresh in everyone's memory. The heartbreak, the glory, the moments. This squad wants to write their own chapter. But to do that, they'll need everything. Discipline, unity, passion, and above all, a fan base that has their back in the right way. With the potential 49ers involvement looming, the club could be on the verge of a new chapter. One that combines old school spirit with modern ambition. But first, the noise must be silenced. The focus must return to the pitch, and the message must be clear. Rangers is bigger than any one person, bigger than any group, bigger than the mistakes of a few. This is a club with pride, history, and eyes firmly on the future. The next 90 minutes in Europe could define the season. The fans can still be the difference, but only if everyone is pulling in the same direction. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. In a stunning development that has captured the imagination of Scottish football fans, Rangers FC are reportedly in advanced talks to appoint Wayne Rooney as their new director. Known as one of the brightest talents in English football, Rooney's potential move to Ibrox has ignited excitement and speculation across the globe. After an illustrious playing career that saw him become Manchester United's all-time top scorer and one of England's most celebrated football icons, Rooney's transition into management has already been filled with highs and lows. Could the Rangers role be the perfect next chapter in his career? Rooney's managerial journey has been a roller coaster. After an underwhelming stint at Birmingham City, where his team struggled and eventually fell to relegation, he bounced back with Plymouth Argyle, taking the reins at the EFL Championship club in 2024. His tenure has not been without its challenges, as early losses and pressure mounted, but his track record as a player and his desire to lead a top-tier team could be exactly what Rangers need. Despite recent setbacks, his pedigree and ambition have made him a highly attractive candidate for clubs with aspirations of greatness. Rangers, currently in the midst of rebuilding after several seasons of turbulence, may see in Rooney a manager capable of lifting the club to new heights. The Glasgow Giants have been searching for a figure with both the experience and leadership qualities needed to restore their competitive edge in Scotland and beyond. Rooney's deep understanding of the game, his experience in the English top flight, and his desire to succeed are factors that could make this partnership a match made in football heaven. The possibility of Rooney taking up a director's role at Rangers would be monumental. With his rich history of winning trophies at Manchester United and his relentless drive, the prospect of him shaping Rangers' future on and off the pitch is tantalizing. Rangers fans who have long yearned for a leader capable of navigating the complexities of modern football might just have found their man in Rooney. However, the transition from manager to director remains a big step, and the football world will be watching closely to see if Rooney can translate his vast playing experience into success at the boardroom level. As Rangers look ahead to a new era, the appointment of Wayne Rooney could symbolize a bold move towards a more ambitious future. While his recent managerial struggles are fresh in the memory, his unparalleled experience and leadership on the field may provide the club with the type of vision needed to regain their dominance in Scottish football. If confirmed, Rooney's tenure as director at Rangers FC will undoubtedly be one of the most talked about stories in world football. Greetings, fans! Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.